Chip played Josh Toll with you. Thrilled to be with you here on what we can see. One of these teams moving on to the championship as we take a look at the pitch conditions. 86 degrees, 18 miles an hour wind. We saw that play a factor in the first game. We'll see if it's an issue here as we take a look at the stands right now. Puerto Rico at top of the stands due to goal differential with the 6 points. Trinidad and Tobago right behind them. Guadeloupe got their first win over the Cayman Islands today, but Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago looking to see who will stand atop of Group D. In just a matter of moments, we will have starting 11 and opening kick for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Concacaf, another big welcome to Stadion Rignaal Francisca. For tonight's second Concacaf Women Under-20 Qualifiers match, please welcome the teams of Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago. And ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise as we first listen to the national anthem of Puerto Rico. And ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for now the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Stadion Rignaal.
Starting 11 here for Puerto Rico. Isabel Ackerman will be between the sticks. Grace Burns, the captain. Jessica Torres, Madison Krakauer, Kennedy Garcia, who leads the team in scoring. Gabriela Barrios, Ashley McMahon, Peyton Quinones, Inacia Colon, Susanna Roberts, and Abigail Seawright will be the starters for head coach Wendy Especial. Puerto Rico have won their first 2 games by a score of 5-0 over Guadeloupe, then 6-1 over the Cayman Islands. They look to make it 3 in a row, and they're going to have their work cut out for them against this Trinidad and Tobago side, who also have won their first 2 games. As we take a look at tonight's officials, we'll begin with the referee, Merlin Vanessa Soto. She'll be in the middle of the field. First assistant referee, Carolina Barones. Second assistant, Melissa Snedden. And our fourth official is Tatiana Guzman. They will be the main controllers of this game. We'll see how it plays out here tonight between Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago. Win and you advance in to group play in the championship. So lots of things on the line here for both these sides. A chance to close out with a win and a chance to go against the best opponent in Group D action. Trinidad and Tobago, they're starting 11 tonight. Sophia Keel between the sticks, Janicia Benjamin, Cecily Ann Spencer Wickham, Caitlin Darwin, Marley Walker, the captain, Nikita Jackson, Sharina Steele, Rashida Archer, Carissa Cohen, Anastasia O'Brien, and Jada Graham. You go back to the 3-2 win against Guadeloupe. It was Jalicia Alexander with a hat trick. She will be used as a sub today for head coach Janelle Mascal. We'll see how that plays a factor. You look at both these two teams, how do they use the benches and who's going to get off to the front foot first? That is going to be the big question this one, because you wonder if one of these teams gets the lead, is that going to be enough to slow down their opponent? Group D consists of Puerto Rico, Trinidad and Tobago, Guadeloupe, and the Cayman Islands. In the earlier game at 3 p.m., it was Guadeloupe getting their first win over the Cayman Islands by a score of 3-0. Neither one of these teams have allowed more than 3 goals. You look at Trinidad and Tobago, their worst score, 3-0, then 3-2 was their bad one against Guadeloupe. Meanwhile, for Puerto Rico, they haven't allowed more than 1 goal, 5-0 against Guadeloupe and 6-1 against the Cayman Islands. Kenny Garcia has scored in both games for Puerto Rico. She had a brace in the win against the Cayman Islands. Puerto Rico tonight in the white with the blue shorts, red socks. Trinidad and Tobago in the red tops with the black shorts. All Group D's action right here at Regional Jean Francisca Stadium in Wilmstead, Curacao. Great hosting here in Curacao. Beautiful way to close out the night and close out the group stage on perfect conditions, mid-80s, as these two get ready to close out group qualification for the U20 Concacaf Championship. And we are underway from Wilmstead, Curacao. Josh Toll with you as Trinidad and Tobago and Puerto Rico look to possibly get their 3 points in that all-important position in to the championship. This game were to end in a draw, well, it would come down to goal differential as well as fair play. So we'll see how that plays a factor if, for whatever reason, one of these squads cannot find a win here this evening. This is going to be played forward by Puerto Rico. They'll be gathered in here by O'Brien. O'Brien will play it to the near side, and Darwin out of Queens Park Cricket Club. Puerto Rico, you look at it, scored 11 goals in total. For Trinidad and Tobago, they have scored 6 goals in their 2 games. This is relayed back by Jessica Torres, the captain, as it's played across now by Gabriela Barrios. Puerto Rico right now just trying to set up their attack as they build from the back. This ball played long. An 18-mile-an-hour gust. We'll see how that plays a factor here on those long balls. Here's Inacia Colon. She scored in the opening game against Guadeloupe. This ball moved up the line, and now last touch here by Trinidad and Tobago. 9 different goal scorers in all for Puerto Rico. You look at just the 3 different goal scorers for Trinidad and Tobago. Mentioned the hat trick by Alexander in the last game. Well, Talia Martinez, she had 2 in the opening game against the Cayman Islands. Nikita Jackson also with a goal. Talia Martin will also be used as a substitution today. Nikita Jackson, though, getting the start. Here's Graham. Graham loses possession, but last touch by Puerto Rico. You look at this Puerto Rico side. Few different players that are about to attend college and 1 in college currently. As they get on the attack, and the shot is going to go off the side webbing. Puerto Rico saying this is a corner, and it will be. Good effort right there by Kennedy Garcia, who leads the team in scoring with 3 goals total. The 2 against Cayman Islands and the 1 against Guadeloupe. Kennedy Garcia, she's going to be one of those players heading to university next year. She'll go to the University of Alabama. Inward swinging ball. High lofting. Headed down. This will keep in on the inline. No, it did roll over, so we'll have a goal kick. You also look at Anasia Colon. She actually attended Arizona State this year, her freshman season. 2 goals, 4 assists on the year for the midfielder. And then you have on the bench Jocelyn Cheney. She's committed to the University of Georgia, so she's going to be a Bulldog next season. Darwin getting set to play it in. Meanwhile, for Trinidad and Tobago, all based out of Trinidad and Tobago for various clubs. This ball won back by Roberts. Plays it out wide to Garcia. Back in. Need away. McMahon. O'Brien gets it past McMahon, but comes to the feet there at Torres. Garcia trying to weave her way through traffic, now trying to power her way through as she knocks over the defender in Cohen. Long ball here to the near side, and Benjamin flying up the field. Benjamin slotting it in. 4 Puerto Ricans around the next player, and it's going to be won right back by Jackson. Back to Benjamin. She'll lose possession. But you can see the work rate right now by Benjamin, working up and down the touchline as well as just being a pest defensively. Long ball over the top for Puerto Rico, and tracking back is O'Brien. She's had a busy start to this one in this opening 5 minutes where we're scoreless at the moment. This pass is going to be intercepted by McMahon. McMahon's going to slot it over. Now played out wide. Puerto Rico will look to set up. Hard challenge on the far touchline there by Archer. Going down on the play was Grace Burns out of World Class FC. So Burns, there you see the collision. And free kick here for Puerto Rico. Good angle to take this free kick as well. Might have a couple near post run, but look for that back post ball. Madison Krakauer will be taking this free kick. She has a goal from the last game and the victory against the Cayman Islands. Krakauer plays in. She also has Grace Burns near her if she elects to play it short. She'll play it in. The run, oh, that one just over the crossbar. A great look by Puerto Rico earlier. Susanna Roberts, nearly a goal to begin this game. Beautiful ball here by Krakauer, and then just over the crossbar. And you look at also Quinones right there as well, if for whatever reason that ball got by Roberts. For Trinidad and Tobago, Struggled a little bit against Guadeloupe, but got the win. That's all that matters. They allowed the 2 goals. Right now they sit second in Group D. Look at goals for 11 for Puerto Rico, the 6 for Trinidad and Tobago. So you go to the goal differential of 10 is why Costa Rica is up there, even though both these sides have 2 wins. Roberts attacking the end line. This should be another corner here for Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico getting off to the front foot here early, putting the pressure on Trinidad and Tobago as they've been backpedaling majority of this opening 8 minutes of play. One good drive forward by Janicia Benjamin, and that's been about it so far for Trinidad and Tobago. Krakauer will come over to the corner. Lone. Back to Krakauer. Krakauer, a little step over to the left foot. Roberts loses possession, and she gives it away on the pass try. Trinidad and Tobago nearly gave it right back. Steele. Garcia with a little back flip. This ball played into the area. Oh, misjudging that. Puerto Rico had a great chance, but you could just see it was Susanna Roberts once again. This time, just misjudging how far away the ball was from her foot. Maybe caught between 2 minds there on what you want to do. If you want to try to chip that over or play it back on a pass. McMahon dispossessed of the ball, but Puerto Rico regains possession. Much quicker pace to this one than we had in our afternoon game. This ball played over the top, intended for Garcia. Garcia able to get there. Crosses. Ball trickles through. A chance. Little back heel, bring back by Colon, and gives it away. But you just see anytime Trinidad and Tobago gets a player with the ball at their feet, it's a swarm of Puerto Ricans right around them to try to win the ball back. They are not afraid to put the press on. You have to think, if Puerto Rico continues to press like that, as you see the players move up, if at some point Trinidad and Tobago can catch them in the counter or just get it to some space where one of the players have vacated their position, and see if they can take advantage of Puerto Rico in that way. Here's Benjamin. Benjamin knocked off the ball by McMahon. Benjamin wins it right back. Foul here against Puerto Rico. So now a chance for Trinidad and Tobago to move up further into the final third. Cecily Ann Spencer Wickham will take this from the circle. Spencer Wickham. Lofting ball. Out wide. Archer giving chase. Archer clipping in, chested down, and sent the other direction by Puerto Rico, but not away from danger. Puerto Rico now on the counter. Tracking back here is Graham. Graham able to get back defensively. Good hustle by Graham. Look at the teams already advanced. 27 originally vying for position into the championship. Winners of each group will advance on. So now we are down to 25. Yesterday, Panama and Jamaica clinched their division. So Panama out of Group B and Jamaica out of Group E. Right now, Group A still up for grabs between El Salvador and Canada. El Salvador at the top of that group. Group C wide open. Group D will be the winner of this, and then Group F, most likely that will be Costa Rica, but Nicaragua and Guatemala do have an outside chance. Cross ball sent away by Trinidad and Tobago. Ball played down the line, and here's McMahon. McMahon trying to turn inwards as she's knocked off the ball by Steele. Archer gets by one defender. Steele missed touch on that ball. Garcia looking for Cologne. Krakauer, a little step over and go. Krakauer with long range. Hops into the hands there of the goalkeeper, Sophia Keel, out of Slammers FC. Benjamin dragged to the ground. Benjamin, she's been active here in the opening 13 minutes. You can see her speed, her quickness, use it to her advantage. Right there, the defender just grabbing onto the back of the jersey of Benjamin. There you can see the grab by Torres, the captain. Spencer Wickham with another kick coming just in front of midfield. Archer, she'll play back. Cut inside. Giveaway once again by Trinidad and Tobago. That's one where you want to see one more touch outside to open up a little bit more space in that channel. O'Brien sends it away for Trinidad and Tobago, but you see how quickly Puerto Rico likes to run. They like to get going. Once they get the ball at their feet, they're going to make 1-2 passes and be down the field. So great at stretching that back line. Trinidad and Tobago, they cannot give away unforced errors here tonight against Puerto Rico because they will make you pay. Good give and go combination right there for Puerto Rico. Here's Torres playing inside. Garcia lays it off. This pass intercepted by Trinidad and Tobago's Marley Walker, the captain. Here's Keel. See what kind of build-up Darwin can get here for Trinidad and Tobago. Looking for Benjamin. Barrios will play it across. Center back to center back. Now out wide. Grace Burns. Burns slows it up. McMahon. It's off the heel of Cologne. Sent back by Walker, headed into the circle. Benjamin giving chase. Benjamin just right on Puerto Rico right there. Krakauer. Cologne crossing. Krakauer trying to squeeze through two defenders as she falls over. Now you see the high press here by Krakauer. Benjamin knocked over from behind. Torres has to be careful there. That's the second time she's knocked over Benjamin. First time she had a grab of the jersey. This time she runs into the backside of Benjamin. Runs right through her. Foul. No bookings as of yet. Jessica Torres has to be careful, though. Scoreless here between Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago. Puerto Rico the better of the chances so far. Garcia just on the edge of the area, switching sides. Burns. Clone for Garcia. Garcia attacking the end line. Punched up and over in a corner here for Puerto Rico. Sophia Keel doing a good job taking away the angle across it back on the 6. Also guarding that near post, and the shot attempt there by Garcia, knocking it over the crossbar. Garcia's been active. There's a reason why she leads the team in scoring. Sharp angle there for Garcia, but trying to sneak it by the keeper in Keel. This time Puerto Rico will go short on the corner. Krakauer. And here's Sophia Keel to play it away for Trinidad and Tobago. Walker playing out to Width. Fan on that clearance attempt by Graham that allows Roberts to get to the ball. Graham just mistimed that clearance. Susanna Roberts able to get to the ball, and then Graham comes over and knocks it out past the end line, taking Roberts down in the process. Inward swinging ball. Ball one back right again by Puerto Rico. Walker trying to avoid the defenders of Puerto Rico. Spencer Wickham. Here's O'Brien. Darwin will go inside. Gets it on the return. Darwin slows it up, a little hesitation and go, and on that hesitation loses possession of Krakauer. Trinidad and Tobago, though, winning it right back, and now tapped out by Puerto Rico. Quick throw here from Darwin. She wants to get going. Here's Isabel Ackerman. Ackerman hasn't seen much yet on her side of the field. Puerto Rico right now possessing the ball more than Trinidad and Tobago. Had a couple opportunities, but no goals as of yet. Sophia Keel moments ago making her first save. Puerto Rico looking for that first goal. Shot from long range there at a difficult angle. Back post really the only way to go. Ball played down the line, space to work with for Puerto Rico. Jackson trying to get to the outside. Jackson driving down the touchline. Let's see who this is last touched by. I'm going to say last touched by Nikita Jackson out of Sting Soccer Club. Tina Jackson also out of Sting Soccer Club. It's the first real chance we've seen down the right side of the field for Trinidad and Tobago. They were going down the left mostly in the opening 15 minutes trying to get to Benjamin. Benjamin's already been fouled a couple different times by the captain, Jessica Torres. Archer was looking to connect there with Jackson, unable to do so. Ackerman. See Trinidad and Tobago not pressing as high as Puerto Rico. Now Benjamin coming up late on the mid-block, but you have the unforced error right there. Yes, Benjamin got up late, but that needs to be a better pass there from Barrios. Garcia doing a good job defending with her body, just shielding the ball away. Here's Grace Burns. Roberts gets by one defender. Good strike there, but off target once again. Hard angle there. Seen a couple times, Keel doing a good job just being right on that near post on those shot attempts by Puerto Rico. Ball played into the channel as Garcia tries to get to the ball first and plays it out for a goal kick. Guatemala right now up 2-0 over St. Lucia. That one about 25 minutes in. No score between the Dominican Republic and Guyana. The late game tonight will be Belize and Nicaragua. That'll be at 9 p.m. Earlier play, Guadeloupe with the 3-0 win over the Cayman Islands. Mamithi Bruonen with all 3 goals in that game for Guadeloupe. First win for Guadeloupe here in Group D as they fell to both Trinidad and Tobago as well as this Puerto Rican side. Unfortunately for the Cayman Islands, they did not get a win in this year's group stage. They showed fight, just didn't have enough here today to get the win. We have a great battle going on here between Trinidad and Tobago and Puerto Rico. Benjamin will tap it out. Cologne juggling to herself. Now loses possession there by Darwin. Darwin with the sidestep looking for Benjamin. Played in by Torres, but chopped out by Trinidad and Tobago. Moving up is Walker. Walker gets it back as that hit off her teammate's heel. Here's Benjamin. Benjamin will switch sides. Has a little open area over there, but unable to connect there with Archer. If that ball gets to Rashida Archer, that's going to be a great chance. Garcia has Krakauer inside. Garcia. Another corner here for Puerto Rico. Garcia wanted Krakauer on the pass to the top of the 6, but blocked away once again by Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago doing a good job cutting off the angles
27th minute, the first substitution of the match. At the side of Puerto Rico, coming onto the pitch, player with number 8, Estefania Gonzalez.
So Estefania Gonzalez on.
16, Peyton Quiñones.
And Peyton Quiñones off. So quick night for Peyton Quiñones. And that's going to be the first goal for Puerto Rico. And guess who it is? The team's leading goal scorer, Kennedy Garcia, on the corner, getting the first tally of the game for Puerto Rico. Garcia in the 27th minute gets her first goal of the night. It's her 4th goal in 3 games. Well, with all the corners that Trinidad and Tobago have given up here early, it was only a matter of time before Puerto Rico took advantage. Now, let's see how Trinidad and Tobago responds. Darwin. Right at the hip there was Krakauer. You can just see Puerto Rico, they do not want to give any kind of yardage away when a player from Trinidad and Tobago has the ball at their feet. They are right on their hips, right at their feet, nipping at the ball, trying to take it away. Torres, the captain. Get off Benjamin. Here is Estefania Gonzalez. Gonzalez just subbing in on that corner for Peyton Quiñones. So Quiñones played 27 minutes before being subbed off. Here's another chance maybe for Garcia. Good job right there. Anastasia O'Brien shielding away Garcia, making it difficult for her. Well, if you're an University of Alabama Crimson Tide fan, you got to be thrilled with what you're seeing from the future player in Kennedy Garcia, as we'll have a sub now on the other side.
In the 30th minute, a substitution now at the side of Trinidad and Tobago. Coming on to the field is number 10, Oriel Martin.
So Oriel Martin in.
16, Carissa Cowan.
And Carissa Cowan is off. Torres, great look back at that goal scored by Garcia. Great position to get the first goal on the board. And there she is again. Garcia wins the ball right back. Looking for Cologne, but good job right there once again by Darwin. Darwin's been active at that outside back position for Trinidad and Tobago today. Here's Gonzalez into the circle. Sprayed out wide. Burns the intended target. This one flicked on. I don't know how that dipped down, but it did. That was a thing of beauty for Puerto Rico. And Ignacia Colon gets the second goal for Puerto Rico. Look at this flick with the right foot by Colon and gets the dip right over keel. So Colon in the 30th minute gets the second goal for Puerto Rico, and they have a 2-goal lead here with just about 15 minutes remaining in the opening 45 minutes of play. Archer loses possession. Burns.
31st minute, the second goal for the team of Puerto Rico. Your goal scorer is number 17, Ignacia Colon.
So Ignacia Colon, she scored in the opening game. Now she scores here in the third against Trinidad and Tobago. Kenny Garcia with 4 goals. She scored in every game, had the brace in the win over the Cayman Islands. And here is the last goal scorer. Cologne will play it near side, and Torres. Torres will hand it over to Krakauer, brings it inside. Krakauer with a step over and go. Hesitates, allowing this ball nearly be won back by Trinidad and Tobago. Now it is. Let's see if they can build up here. Ball going right up the spine. I think try and get to that ball was Nikita Jackson. See if Benjamin tries to put on a little pressure here, try to force an error. Torres. Cologne. Barrios. Diagonal ball. Archer loses possession. This ball chopped out there by Darwent. Long ball, and that's going to go up and off the webbing behind the goal. Grace Burns getting a good look at a world-class FC. See right to Barrios.
She's going now, Kitten. She's going now. Well done.
Garcia. Long range ball. Keel makes the original stop. Can't get back to the ball. Now dives on top and does grab it. Good effort there by Keel. Spilled the first shot, but rips the ball away from the feet of Susanna Roberts. Darwent blasting this ball forward. Barrios will play it over Seawright. Krakauer on the inline. Crossing. Brought down on the play by O'Brien. O'Brien doing a good job making sure that got to the touchline instead of giving Puerto Rico another corner, which they scored off on their last one on the first goal to Garcia. So you get the set piece goal as well as the goal from the run of play here for Costa Rica, or for Puerto Rico. Minutes remains here in the opening half of play. Puerto Rico up 2-0 over Trinidad and Tobago. Josh Toll with you this evening in Group D action here from regional Jean Francisca Stadium and Wilmstead, Curacao. Look at now with Panama and Jamaica officially advancing to the Champions Cup. Mishandled ball there by Darwin. This time she's able to get back and clear it out. Panama and Jamaica have also advanced to the championship to join U.S. and Mexico May 24th through June 3rd in the Dominican Republic. Winner of this game will also advance on. Right now, Puerto Rico with the 2-0 lead as they look to make it 3-0 possibly on this corner. Headed up, back post, grabbed by Keel. Garcia fighting for position here with O'Brien. Benjamin couldn't get to the ball before Torres. Trinidad Tobago on the attack. This pass intended for Benjamin. Gets through one defender. Great help defensively by Puerto Rico. Benjamin goes tumbling to the ground. Garcia. That was a great job by Puerto Rico's defenders in communication. One locking up Benjamin, staying right on her hip, and then the other one curling around to get to that ball before Benjamin or anyone else from Trinidad and Tobago could. Krakauer looking to get by Darwin. Krakauer knocked down. No foul. Krakauer, she's been busy this evening. Garcia trying to slip that ball through. Wanted to reach up with Susanna Roberts, but Sophie Keel reading that pass. You can see the aggressiveness of Keel going up right when she saw the attempt to Roberts. Keel got right on that ball. Garcia has Roberts inside. Garcia turns. That one looked like it might have gone off a hand. No handball. Might have gone off the back shoulder there as the defender turned. Cologne with a goal. Will pass it off. Krakauer to her left foot. Brings it back to her right. Krakauer dancing around in the area. Gonzalez. Torres. This ball popped up to the 6. Garcia nearly got her left foot and then collides with Keel. Garcia being helped up right now. Garcia nearly gets this with her left foot, just misjudges the ball in the air on the volley try, allowing Keel to get to the ball. Garcia drops it off for Roberts. Good defensive stop there by Jada Graham. Krakauer just outside the area. Krakauer to the top of the 6. Garcia off the volley, no. Looked like that hit off Jada Graham as well. Long range shot over the crossbar. Just a few minutes away here from the half in a game that has been all Puerto Rico. Yet to see a shot on goal by Trinidad and Tobago. They've gotten in the attacking third, just haven't been able to do anything with the ball as of yet. Burns. Roberts. Another corner here for Puerto Rico. Roberts did a great job slaloming through traffic. Going right through the gates, nearly was able to get a shot off her. She could have elected to pass it, but it was knocked away by Trinidad and Tobago. Keel now directing traffic in front of her. Garcia is going to send this in for Puerto Rico. Headed down, knocked off, ball still loose, unable to clear it, and now it is cleared to the top of the area. Puerto Rico maintains possession. That ball, oh, just on top of the webbing. Roberts goes into Burns, who was on the overlap. Now to Garcia. Garcia brings it back to her right foot. Drops it off. Well, great drop-off pass there to Grace Burns. Burns, one of the top 90 on the right side. Couldn't get it. Confidence here, plenty for Puerto Rico in this opening half of play. They know what's at stake. Trinidad and Tobago knows what's at stake. They need to find a way to slow down this attacking unit, though, right now of Puerto Rico. You just can't keep giving the ball back like that. These unforced errors are not going to help you. Torres. Burns. Couple twos going at it between Benjamin and Burns. Benjamin now on the opposite side of the field. So we begin this game on the near wing. Both teams have used a sub. Oriel Martin has come in. Oriel Martin replaced Chris Cohen. And then Estefania Gonzalez for Puerto Rico came in for Payne Quinones. Gonzalez to Torres. Torres out wide. Looking to get in on the give and go. Pokes it back out to Krakauer. Krakauer brings it to herself. Gonzalez trying to win the ball back here. That's Martin, who just subbed in about 15 minutes ago. Martin plays for Tobago Chicas, as well as Alexander, the player that had the hat trick in the win against Guadalupe. Garcia. Gonzalez. To the top of the area. Roberts denied on the path entry. Trinidad and Tobago sent that one over the touchline. Did not get the call. Krakauer brought down. Denied by Keel once again. Great shot attempt there by McMahon, but Keel was ready, going to the surface to make the stop. 2 minutes of stoppage time added on. Here's Martin. Little step over by Archer. Archer now on the near side. Has Benjamin outside. Archer going over the top, looking for Walker. Gonzalez. Barrios. Torres on the touchline. Poor giveaway right there. Now Krakauer. This will be a throw here for Puerto Rico with about a minute remaining. Ball sent in by Gonzalez, looking for Garcia. Keel. Just too heavy of a touch on that pass attempt. Garcia in the right spot. Jackson fighting for position with Gonzalez. Seawright. Quite nice for Barrios and Seawright, the two center backs for Puerto Rico. And there is the whistle to end the first half. And after 45 minutes of play, Puerto Rico 2, Trinidad Tobago 0. Kennedy Garcia with the first goal, and then Anasia Colon with the second goal for Puerto Rico. They'll go to the locker room up 2-0. Highlights when we return.
Decisive match in Group D, the match between Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago going for the win in the group. Halftime score is Puerto Rico 2 and Trinidad and Tobago 0.
45 minutes in the books in a game that was controlled by Puerto Rico, and we've already seen a couple of subs in the first half. Now we'll see some more here in the second half. Coming on now will be Fabiola Martinez for Puerto Rico. She'll replace Susanna Roberts. Also coming on will be Jaleesa Alexandra, as well as Talia Martin for Trinidad and Tobago. Jada Graham will be one of those players coming off for Trinidad and Tobago. Looking at Jaleesa Alexander, she had that hat trick in the 3-2 win against Guadalupe. We'll see how she can jumpstart her team here moving forward. They are going to need some attacking power right now for Trinidad and Tobago. Winner moves on to the championship play May 24th through June 3rd, joining U.S., Mexico, Panama, and Jamaica. Panama and Jamaica qualifying in yesterday's wins as we are underway once again from Regional Jean Francisca Stadium in Wilmstead, Curacao, between Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago. Josh Toll with you as Puerto Rico leads 2-0, and now they look to get off to a quick start here as this ball is crossed in, headed out by Trinidad and Tobago, and another corner coming for Puerto Rico. Krakauer is going to go over to the near corner.
Replacing number 19, Jada Graham. And also coming on at Trinidad and Tobago is number 9, Jaleesa Alexander, replacing number 18.
This ball played in. Now at the top of the area. And it's going to slice away.
Number 12, Nikita Jackson.
So Nikita Jackson subbing off for Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago now able to clear it at least out of their 18. Ball once again sending towards the spot. Puerto Rico saying that's a handball. No handball call, though. Our officials tonight, Merlin Vanessa Soto, Carolina Biones, Melissa Snedden, and Tatiana Guzman is our fourth official. Officiating across this group qualification has been absolutely tremendous. Little step over by Krakow. Oh, she wanted to go top corner, but couldn't get it in the bin. Wanted that to sneak just under the crossbar, unable to do so. Great look by Krakauer. Krakauer had a goal in the last game in the win against Cayman Islands. Puerto Rico, though, already here in the opening couple minutes, dominating possession once again. Trinidad and Tobago needs to find a way to create opportunity, and here might be that chance, but it's played back by Barrios. Sent away by Ackerman. Quiet day for Ackerman. That's what you got to like as a goalkeeper. Little back heel by Krakauer. Nice little scoop pass here by Trinidad and Tobago. Here's Benjamin. Benjamin knocked to the ground. She got knocked over a couple times by Torres. So Benjamin, the player down for Trinidad and Tobago. We saw her work both sides of the field. Began on the left side before moving over to the right, and she'll continue here on the right side. There you can see her holding her hip, holding her side where she was hit. Janicia Benjamin out of Westside Academy. So Benjamin's up. Hopefully she'll be ready to hop back on there. It looks like you see her rubbing her side. Hit right there on the bone, right there on the hip. That's right below the stomach.
Nothing.
Long ball over the top. Krakauer gets to the ball first. Krakauer turning away from the two defenders. Attacking the end line, but too strong of a touch, as this will be a goal kick now for Trinidad and Tobago. Another action right now. Guatemala up 2-0 over St. Lucia. Dominican Republic tied 0-0 against Guyana. Late game tonight, Belize and Nicaragua. That'll be at 9 p.m. Garcia scored in the 27th minute, crossing. Corner once again for Trinidad and Tobago as Anastasio O'Brien couldn't keep that in play. Sophia Keel will once again be challenged here on this corner. Krakauer, the short player for Puerto Rico, and that's where they go. Colon, who scored the second goal. Couldn't get between the two defenders. Burns. Krakauer, the back heel of Burns. Clever pass. Krakauer, the player to honor getting to her was Alexander, and Jaleesa Alexander commits the foul. You see that left leg of Alexander. Gonzalez, who subbed on in the first half now, will take the kick. Gonzalez out of Monteverde Academy. Drives it to the backside of the area. Flicked on, a chance here, and that one slides to the left corner for the third goal of the game for Puerto Rico, and it's Ashley McMahon getting on the scoreboard for the first time in group play. Beautiful ball in by Gonzalez. Ashley McMahon just leaking back out right at the 6. Just a little tap in as Keel had to be on that far post to protect it. A nice goal right there for Puerto Rico here in the 5th minute of play of the second half.
The third goal for the team of Puerto Rico, and your goal scorer is number 15, Ashley McMahon. The score is now Puerto Rico 3.
So Puerto Rico 3, Trinidad and Tobago 0. 2 goals coming off corners for Puerto Rico, 1 in the run of play. Puerto Rico, they will make you pay. They're going to be a scary team moving forward if they are to hold on to this win. I don't want to write off Trinidad and Tobago yet, but if they are to win, watch out for them in championship play May 24th through June 3rd in the Dominican Republic. Grace Burns, the player down for Puerto Rico. Last thing you want to see for either side is any sort of injury, especially this being the final game for Group D. Here you see the collision. Grace Burns, she's a trooper, able to get up and run it off. Of course, qualification play will come to a close on Sunday. We'll have 2 games. This to the top of the air. Oh, just over. Great look for Trinidad and Tobago. Alexander setting up her teammate in Archer, and Archer blasted over. There's a wide open face there for Archer to get that ball in. Here, just great effort to get it over. Comes off the deflection. Ackerman there. Oh, they're going to say hit off a hand. We had a foul in the box, so we'll have a penalty kick here for Jaleesa Alexander. A chance for the first goal for Trinidad and Tobago. Alexander sets up at the spot. Isabel Ackerman awaits on the end line. Alexander, 3 goals in the win against Guadeloupe, looking for her first tonight against Puerto Rico. Alexander boots it over the crossbar. Just gets way under it and knocks it over the crossbar. Well, you just want to challenge Isabella Ackerman, make her make a save at least, then maybe you can get a rebound. Obviously, there's a lot of pace and power behind that shot attempt on the PK. But that penalty kick is a missed chance for Trinidad and Tobago. And you have to wonder if they can hop back from that. Krakauer. Back post. Deflected away, though. Burns. Back to Krakauer. On her is Benjamin. Benjamin will tap the ball out of play. Now some words said between Krakauer and Benjamin. Good job by our referee, Merlin Vanessa Soto, saying no more. This is the last of it. Krakauer. Burns flicks it up. Barrios Gonzalez in the circle. Barrios being pressured by Alexander. Martin. There's nothing going Trinidad and Tobago's way tonight. Best opportunity from Jaleesa Alexander from the penalty spot. Boots the kick over the crossbar, and we are still 3-0. Puerto Rico over Trinidad and Tobago. Burns turns away. Martin. And Martin will earn Trinidad and Tobago a free kick. Good effort there by Martin. Then you see the grab by Grace Burns to pull Martin down. Grace Burns trying to get back. There you see the left hand gets the jersey of Martin. Marley Walker will set up this free kick. Alexander up front as well as Oriel Martin. A couple other players for Trinidad and Tobago walking up to the top of the 18. Driven on. Garcia looking for that brace. Another corner here for Puerto Rico where they've been dangerous. 2 goals tonight coming off corners. Back post. Well, Gonzalez. Beautiful ball into Gonzalez. Sends it wide. Garcia. Garcia goes to the ground. Wondering why she was called for the foul. He was pushing on both sides. Player over Garcia, and Garcia knocked her away. Martin sending this forward. Seawright will play it over to Barrios. Into Gonzalez. Seawright with the diagonal ball. Krakauer. Benjamin with her on the hip. Benjamin goes to the surface. Krakauer now with space. Burns. Crossing, brought down, still loose. Garcia there. A chance here. Oh, blocked in front. Good chance there by Martinez, who subbed on about 15 minutes ago. Fabiola Martinez had a goal in the opening game. Nearly had a second there. If Trinidad and Tobago doesn't get in front of the shooting lane. The cross. Punched away. And Guatemala game against St. Lucia now 3-0. Guatemala still has a chance to possibly win Group F. Costa Rica has absolutely dominated that group. Martinez, Colon to her right. Gonzalez, stopped by Keel. Group F up for grabs. Nicaragua and Guatemala with a chance. Group E was Jamaica. Group D is the winner of this. Group C completely up for grabs. Meanwhile, Group B took Panama. And Group A still up for grabs between El Salvador and Canada. Top 6 teams from each group advance to the championship. Again, that's May 24th through June 3rd in the Dominican Republic. Mexico and U.S. are there, as is Panama and Jamaica as of yesterday. 27 teams vying to get into that spot, now 25. Jamaica with a win over Honduras yesterday by a score of 2-0. Natoya Atkinson with both goals for the Reggae Girls. Burns. Three games in action tomorrow. That will begin at 3. Cuba and Canada, that'll be the late game at 6 p.m. Then 2 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and 2 on Sunday to close it out. Krakauer. Keel stops. Ball loose. Garcia. To the top of the 6. Poked away by Trinidad and Tobago. Not cleared out fully. Benjamin now able to clear it to Martin. Burns inside. Long shot. Right to Keel. Like a thought process there by Cologne. Ackerman. Alexander there trying to fight through two defenders. Look back at this replay. It was a swipe at the end that was the reason our official was speaking with Alexander, as we'll have a substitution. It'll be the goalkeeper, Isabel Ackerman, going off. Landra Iardi going in.
And maybe, ladies and gentlemen, in the 65th minute,
So Ackerman leaves with a clean sheet.
Puerto Rico. Coming onto the pitch, goalie with number 1, Alondra Iriarte, replacing number 12.
Iriarte in. Aaron Smith also in.
And also coming on this player with number 4, Aaron Smith, replacing number 2, Grace Burns.
And Grace Burns will head off. Good game for Grace Burns as well as Ackerman. Ackerman really didn't have to do anything. Scariest moment for Ackerman was on the penalty try by Trinidad and Tobago, but once it left the foot of Alexander, Puerto Rico's goalkeeper, Ackerman had nothing to worry about. So Arte will look to keep the clean sheet alive. Four subs now for Puerto Rico have been used, 3 for Trinidad and Tobago. Great crowd out once again here at Regional Jean Francisca Stadium in Willemstad, Curacao, for this Group D game between Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago. Also had a solid crowd out this afternoon. Martin trying to get by 3 defenders. Long ball over the top. Garcia. All popping around. A chance for Cologne. Garcia there as well. Scoop by the keeper, Keel. Ball just pinballing off players. Talia Martin. Janicia Benjamin back to Martin. Martin with a little space to work with. Trailing is the sub, Smith. Here's Smith clearing it away. Cologne had the second goal in this game. 2 goals in the first half, 1 in the second. For Puerto Rico is Ashley McMahon in the second half in the 51st minute. Her first goal here for Concacaf Women's U20 qualification play. Meanwhile, you're looking at Kenita Garcia now with 4 goals. She scored in every game for Puerto Rico. Nacia Cologne scored in 2 different games. 10 different goal scorers in total for Puerto Rico. Martin has Alexander to her left. That's where she looks to go. Alexander back to Martin. Walker lets it go. Talia Martin sends it into the 6th. Headed up. Now sent the other direction by Puerto Rico. Trinidad Tobago has shown signs of being able to get into the attacking third, just not creating opportunities when they do get there. Cologne goes inside. Want to get in on the return, but that pass stamped out by Walker. Working her way up is Talia Martin, but loses possession right there to the trailer, Ashley McMahon, who scored the last goal for Puerto Rico. Cologne. Krakauer near post. Minutes remains. I'll have a little stoppage time added on. Puerto Rico looking to be the country that advances out of Group D. Mishandled by Kiel, but no one around as Garcia had ran past the keeper. Garcia, Cologne. Cologne gets by one defender in Benjamin. Cologne with the right, blocked by Benjamin. Well, talked about the speed of Benjamin and the quickness that time. Worked to her disadvantage at first, but then it worked to her advantage at the very end when she was able to get back in position to block the shot. O'Brien. Here's Benjamin. Spencer Wickman surveys. Krakauer. Cologne. Has runners on the outside. That's where she goes towards the captain. Torres loses possession. Steele. Unable to keep it in play. We'll have our fifth and final sub here.
And ladies and gentlemen, in the 73rd minute, substitution at the side of Puerto Rico. Going on to the pitch is player with number 20, Jocelyn Chinea.
So Chinea on.
Number 9, Madison Krakauer.
And Madison Krakauer off as Kiel gets that shot. So Krakauer, a solid game from her. She exits, and now that'll bring Jocelyn Chinea in. She's a Georgia Bulldog commit. So we'll see what she can bring as she plays this into the channel, and Garcia. So two future SEC rivals there in Kennedy Garcia, who will be at Alabama, the Crimson Tide, and the Bulldog, Chinea. Garcia tripped up. They do have a Sun Devil out there as well, and Anasia Cologne, who scored a goal. She had 2 goals in her freshman season for Arizona State. Also had 4 assists on the year. To the spot. That was stopped by Kiel. When Kiel's been able to set up, she's been able to make some beautiful stops, and she does it again right there on Fabiola Martinez.
Press hard, hard. Keep following up.
Chinea goes inside. Martinez. Martin brings it back. Martin there knocked off the ball. Good pressure by McMahon. Chinea.
Well done, Patrick.
This will be a corner for Puerto Rico. You have to hand it to Keela. She's really kept her country in this game. Watch this save that she makes here. Great stop on that shot attempt. It was actually Gabriel Barrios who gets the shot attempt. To the top of the area. Great look once again by McMahon. This time, can't get her second goal. McMahon tonight becoming the 10th different goal scorer for Puerto Rico here in qualification play. So you look at Puerto Rico, they'll have about a month off before they head to the Dominican Republic for championship play here in Concacaf Women's U20. That'll begin May 24th through June 3rd. U.S.-Mexico, Panama and Jamaica have already advanced, and now Puerto Rico looking to be the 4th team. I guess they'd make them the 5th team.
And ladies and gentlemen, just for your information, the total attendance for
a little nutmeg there by Cologne. Cologne step over, gets by 1. Cologne trying to do it all herself, and she does! Ignacia Cologne with a brace. Nice move here by Ignacia Cologne, doing it all herself. Squeezes through the 2 defenders, just weaves her way through traffic, gets it to curl in, and Ignacia Cologne has her second goal of the game coming in the 76th minute. Cologne now with 3 goals in total.
And ladies and gentlemen,
and you look at Kennedy Garcia, the only player ahead of her, she has 4.
The goal scorer is number 17, Ignacia Cologne.
So if Cologne gets a hat trick, possibly could tie Kennedy Garcia for the team leading goals. Golden Boot total right now is at 8. Trinidad and Tobago, best chance came from that woman right there from the spot. Alexander sends this wide. She had that hat trick in the win against Guadeloupe. In the opening game for Trinidad and Tobago, they had this clean sheet, 3-0 over the Cayman Islands. Right now, Puerto Rico looking for their second clean sheet. They also got one in their first game against Guadeloupe by a score of 5-0. Puerto Rico has now scored 4 or more goals in every game here in group play. 5 against Guadeloupe, 6 then in their next game against the Cayman Islands. That was the game, though, they did allow the goal. Jania pops us high into the sky looking for Garcia. Garcia looking for Cologne for possible hat trick. Cologne stopped by Keel. Stick around. After the game, we'll have highlights and standings. Alexander. Garate able to stop that ball before Alexander could get a boot to it. Garcia, Cologne, trying to slip that through. Juan Martinez. Garcia lets it go through. Torres. Shania. Top of the area, no one there. Steal. Spencer Wickham. Here's Martin, trying to turn by Martin, unable to do so. We'll have another substitution here. Kanika Rodriguez is going to come on for Janicia Benjamin.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the 81st minute, substitution at the side of Trinidad and Tobago. Coming on to the pitch, player with number 4,
Janicia Benjamin active,
Kanika
just
Rodriguez.
couldn't help enough offensively tonight.
Janicia Benjamin.
Good rate by Benjamin, but unfortunately for her, no goals to show. She did have a good block shot here in the second half as well. To at the time keep this game 3-0. Spencer Wickman. Garcia. Cologne. Back to Garcia. Gonzalez. Chipped in by Cologne. Now played out by Darwin. Darwin, looked like miscommunication there between Darwin as well as O'Brien. The cross. Headed up and in the corner. And it's Garcia with her second goal. 5 on the scoreboard for Puerto Rico. Kennedy Garcia and Inacia Colon both with a brace in this one. Garcia just to the back corner keel, trying to jump up and get it with her fingertips, unable to do so.
And ladies and gentlemen, in the 83rd minute, goals for
So now Puerto Rico has scored 5 or more goals in every game.
Kennedy Garcia.
Still looking for that second clean sheet though.
Scores now Puerto Rico 5.
Kenny Garcia now with 5 total goals. Puerto Rico showing they can be dangerous in multiple ways. They're going to be a dark horse come the championship. Of course, you look at the championship too, May 24th through June 3rd. The top 3 countries move on to next year's FIFA Women's U20 World Cup. So you look at the importance of winning your group, get into the championship, and giving yourself a chance to possibly get to the World Cup next season. Five teams have clinched their groups. Well, 4, I'm assuming Puerto Rico's going to clinch. Jamaica and Panama did on yesterday. U.S. and Mexico had come into the week already clinched. And that will be in the Dominican Republic, May 24th through June 3rd. Here's Talia Martin to the near side. Rodriguez. Chania. Chania looking for Cologne. Cologne and Garcia both on a brace. Might we see one of them get a hat trick? Garcia had a brace in the last game as well. Chania to the end line, and I think Garcia just had run out of steam right there. Chania. Garcia looking for that hat trick. Trying to slip it through, poke, but stopped by Keel. Go back to the 5 goals tonight for Puerto Rico. Kenny Garcia in the 27th minute, followed up 3 minutes later by Anasia Colon. Then Ashley McMahon with her first goal in the 51st minute. Then Anasia Colon with her brace. And Kenny Garcia in the 83rd. We get the last as now we'll have another sub here for Trinidad and Tobago. Shakira Charles will come in. And off will go Caitlin Darwin. So now both sides have used all their subs.
Substitution at the side of Trinidad and Tobago. Coming on the pitch is number 18, Shakira Charles.
Shakira Charles out of St. Augustine FC. Trinidad and Tobago had a couple of chances. Their best, obviously, though, coming from the spot, which was missed by Jaleesa Alexander. Just a few minutes and some stoppage time remains before Puerto Rico will officially advance. Colon looking for the hat trick. Gonzalez. Chance here. Oh, good stop once again by Keel, denying Martinez. This game could easily be 8-0 Puerto Rico. But Sophia Keel has been tremendous in between the sticks for Trinidad and Tobago. It doesn't show on the scoreboard, but she has really kept her country in this. Chania Garcia for Colon. Top of the 18. Offside flag was up. Martinez looking for Colon. Garcia. Well, Garcia and Colon, they're getting opportunities, but they just keep kicking it right at Sophia Keel. Shania on the end line, crossing. Garcia. Good clearance right there by Charles, who just stepped on to deny that shot attempt. Torres for Gonzalez. Looping shot off target. Ashley McMahon wanted her second. She wanted to join the 2-goal club.
And ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official at the sideline.
Minute of stoppage time added on by our fourth official, Tatiana Guzman.
Have 1 minute of stoppage time.
Cologne for Garcia. Back heel, Martinez. Wanted to thread that through. She had a couple different runners. Martin. Trinidad and Tobago looking for a late goal to spoil the clean sheet. And the perfect night by Puerto Rico. Chance here for Martin to her left. Scrapes through and then denied on the ball. Ariel Martin doing all the work, but then knocked off the ball by Torres coming back as Riarte will send this away. And there is the whistle, and Puerto Rico will win Group D by a score of 5-0 over Trinidad and Tobago, and they have got themselves a place in the championship May 24th through June 3rd. When we return, we'll have highlights between Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago.
And Trinidad and Tobago, final score, Puerto Rico 5, Trinidad and Tobago 0. Which means that Puerto Rico is taking on the roof. Give them a big round of applause for both teams. Trinidad and Tobago for a fantastic effort put on the field. Great spirit. And of course the winners of tonight, Puerto Rico. And on behalf of Concacaf, again, thank you very much for your support. And the fans, always positive. Thank you so much for bringing it on and showing your support for both teams.
Puerto Rico becomes the 5th team to advance to qualification as they get the win 5-0 over Trinidad and Tobago. As we take a look back at the full 90 of highlights here between these two. Kennedy Garcia attacking the end line, trying to cross it back, would lead to a corner, and then Kennedy Garcia would get the tap in for her first of 2 goals. That coming in the 27th minute, and moments later it'd be Cologne with a beautiful flick over Keel, and that would be the 2nd goal of the game for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, the much more dominant team in the final third here tonight. A nice little slip pass by Garcia, but Keel coming up big tonight for Trinidad and Tobago here. The miss on the volley try by Garcia. Keel able to get to the ball to keep this a 2-0 game. This ball would come up off the volley, and then you get the play in on the corner, tapped around, still loose, and then finally cleared away by Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago, they were on the back foot for a majority of this game. This shot going over the crossbar. Then you have the trip up here. Another opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago. And here Ashley McMahon being denied on the near post on that save by Keel. Caracas will send it over, but blocked in front, and then we begin the second half, and Puerto Rico would finish where they left off here. A beautiful ball in, and it finds Ashley McMahon, her first goal in qualification play. It would be the third of the game for Puerto Rico, and there you have the missed chance on the penalty kick by Trinidad and Tobago, their best chance of the evening. Unfortunately for Jaleesa Alexander, sitting up and over the crossbar. Another save right there by Keel here. Cologne getting around the first defender, second. Oh, I'm going to go around a third, and now a fourth defender go near post for the goal. She would have a brace in the game. Trinidad and Tobago still fighting that ball, just too heavy on the touch, looking for Jaleesa Alexander. And then here, Kennedy Garcia would get her second. Nice little header there in this 83rd minute for Puerto Rico as they get the win 5-0. Keel was big in between the sticks for Trinidad and Tobago, but just wasn't enough tonight for Trinidad and Tobago as this shot by McMahon would go wide, and Puerto Rico gets the win and advances on to the championship. Again, that's May 24th through June 3rd as they get the 5-0 win over Trinidad and Tobago, and there you are. Puerto Rico up top of the standings, 9 points to 6 for Trinidad and Tobago. Guadeloupe getting their first win today. Cayman Islands in that bottom spot as they were not able to get a point here in group play, but congratulations to Puerto Rico as they become the 5th team to advance to the championship as they get the win tonight 5-0 over Trinidad and Tobago. For this CONCACAF crew, I am Josh Bull saying good night.